I no longer collect precious stones, but these little things are rather growing on me. You seem to like them. Do humans hoard them at all? Interesting. But if you would like a hoard of books... Ah, yes, a library. Then we shall have it. Of course, dearest. Anything for you. I shall have to take precautions. So much paper in a dragon's lair. The question is, would you prefer to acquire them the long way, or shall we summon them by magic? Ah, marvelous answer. Both, of course. Tomorrow I shall fly you down near the village. In the early morning, though, when they won't see me. Well, it's the market day, and I should think there might be peddlers selling... Oh dear, this can't be good.
A good day to you as well, Majesty.
I simply meant that an unannounced visit rarely bodes well. Who are you?
Theeamin, Your Majesty. The arch-alchemist sent me. Yes, Akama. How nice for you, human, to be so familiar with magic folk that you find yourself on a first-name basis with the High Priest of all centaur kind. Of course, you keep company with her ladyship, so you must be exceptional in some way. So exceptional, in fact, that you needed our help to perform a simple change spell.
I will thank you kindly to show respect to my companion.
No disrespect intended, Majesty. I merely wonder at this human who can manage to win the heart of a dragon, and yet cannot transmogrify themselves beyond the eyes and teeth alone.
Was there a reason for your visit?
Of course, my lady. Akama has instructed me to check on your companion's progress. He had concerns that the compound would not be effective. Of course, that would have nothing to do with our aptitudes, but rather the limits of your human's lack of command of sorcery. Oh, it's not your fault. With only 2 feet, how could you be expected to feel the same connection to the earth, the source of all magic? You'd need at least twice as many, like, say, me, or the Queen here. 2 feet and shod at that. It's amazing you have any sense of the arcane at all, really. In fact, I've changed my mind. I'm impressed, human. Bipedal, and yet you can do party tricks. That's the most I've seen from any of your kind.
That's quite enough.
Beg your pardon, my lady.
I'm sure your master did not send you to mock and deride my beloved. You must have more important things to do with your time if you have sufficient leisure to act so haughty.
Of course. I'm here to take some measurements, with your Majesty's permission.
Measurements. Treasure, it's up to you. Would that be all right?
They are instruments of a lost design created by our ancestors. We no longer understand how they work, only that they work. They read your magical profile. No, it won't hurt. Just stand there. Don't move.
Well?
I spoke wrongly before. Your human is unique.
I've been sure of that since the moment I knew them. What did you find out with your little toy?
Their signature is strong, even without your influence, your Majesty, even without our science.
And so?
And so you're wondering why they haven't been able to change their form yet.
Was that not already clear?
Your Majesty, don't you think this conversation would be better had in private?
I do not. Say what you must.
Fine. Then please, just one more test.
Of course.
Oh, stay still, human. How am I ever going to get an accurate reading if you prance around like some kind of crazed dragonfly?
Some kind of what?
I mean, bumblebee, or rather beetle. Oh, by the fucking stars.
Serves you right. Now, treasure, behave yourself and let Theeamin examine you, would you?
There. Just as we thought. Akamar warned me about this. Your Majesty, you've been supporting your companion, augmenting their efforts with your own enchantments, is that right?
Yes.
If I'm correct, it's possible that may be counterproductive.
What?
Yes, poor thing is a virtual cesspool of different types of magic at this point, all mixing together. It's no wonder they haven't been able to find their own voice. It's murky, completely discordant.
You're mixing metaphors, Centaur.
Perhaps. But please, look through my glass. See for yourself, my lady. You see? Right there, emanating from the heart. They've got their own innate, fundamental abilities. The pulse. And then that fluffy blue cloud of... Shatterkite! What is that? Silly magic? My stars. Ugh, how did that get there? Oh, you have been a busy little thing, haven't you?
Don't remind me.
Oh, well, that's already 2 varieties of magic, not to mention our contributions. You see that glittering on their skin? That's the effect of the mineral tonic. That, of course, will only enhance what's already there, but you see all the rest?
See what?
Is it possible you can't see it?
See what?
Your Majesty, those tendrils of smoke and shimmering red. Here, I shall adjust the lenses for you. Look.
No.
Yes, I'm afraid. Akamar warned me this may have been the case.
Treasure. I'm... Oh...
No, she hasn't done anything to you. It's quite clear Her Majesty would never mean to do you any harm. Well, how do you feel? Do you feel all right? And of course she hasn't done you any harm. That isn't what I mean. Honestly, human, are you really so foolish that you need someone else to tell you whether or not you're in a fit state? No, I hesitate to speak on her behalf, but I suspect her ladyship is suffering. Have you any idea what it must be like to have all the wisdom of a 1,000-year-old mystical being and still come to realize you've made a grave error?
But treasure... He's right. I did. I'm the reason you haven't been able to. I'm so sorry. I was stopping you. It must have been so confusing for you. I pushed you forward and yet held you back. My love, I didn't realize.
Oh, really, human? As if it were that easy. Don't you think the Red Dragon, queen of all magic folk, could simply flap her wings and set everything to rights? If only it were possible. Well, no. You'll have to undergo purification before you can begin again. A month? A year? Longer, perhaps?
Oh, my love, I'm so sorry. But surely there must be something that could expedite the cleansing process.
Well, they are quite rare, but it's possible someone of your stature might have one. Would you happen to be in possession of a moonstone, Your Majesty?
I'm afraid not. Treasure? What was that look?
Oh.
She does, then. Treasure, you will be a dear and go and get it from her, won't you? We need it. You need it.
It is the fastest way for you to accelerate your command of magic. Well, I'm afraid one slightly awkward conversation with the Seelie in order to acquire one tiny little rock might be worth it in order to be able to pull off one of the most amazing feats of sorcery a human has ever achieved. What do you think? Now you're talking sense. Well, what are you waiting for? Run along, human. Go and get it.
Yes, Treasure. Go. If you must. You're naturally charming, my dearest, but if you need to exercise a bit more openness to get what you need from her, you do so with my blessing. Now go.
My lady, there is one more thing.
I know. You needn't say it. I'm painfully aware.
Once the moonstone begins to work and the purification takes effect, your human will be completely lucid. Your enchantment over them will be broken.
I know.
You're sure you want to proceed?
There is no other way. My treasure is strong but fragile, and their desire to transform... You saw it, didn't you?
Indeed.
I must give this to them. I cannot hold them so tightly that I crush their spirit, but
My lady?
I fear...
That they would leave you.
No. Not really. I fear what I might do if they tried.